My name is Sonja McTeer, and my daughter is Kennedy Ryan McGinnis, and she's a student here at Trident Academy. Where do I begin to talk about the wonderful things that Trident Academy has done for Kennedy as well as our family? Kennedy has always attended a private school, a private independent school, since the age of 2 years old. When she got to first grade, we realized that there was a little something going on as far as her ability to comprehend and attack her reading. I was quite concerned, and I think it started affecting how Kennedy felt at school, because I guess her peers in her class were reading at a certain level, and she realized that she just could not do it. So I, in turn, went to visit the school and tried to come up with some ideas of how we can make this better. Later, I decided to have Kennedy tested, and we found out that she had dyslexia. And the school told me that they did not offer resource, so they would not be able to accommodate Kennedy's situation. But they did recommend Trident Academy because they had several students to come over to Trident, and they got what they needed as far as skills on how to comprehend as well as attack in reading comprehension, and then they would later return and come back to their school. So I decided, yeah, I'll come and see Trident. And from day one, the warmth, the personalities, the interpersonal relations started from day one. And so we decided, yes, Kennedy will come the new school year. But prior to Kennedy starting the school year, we decided to place her in the summer enrichment program that's held here at Trident so that she could become acclimated with the school and her new surroundings. And it was a wonderful idea. We got to meet some of the teachers, some of the administrative staff, and Kennedy started finding her way. Luckily, the teacher that was her enrichment teacher became her lead teacher that following school year. So that was easy for her. Trident, I just can't say enough good things about them. Yes, they get a good academic background, foundation, preparing them for future endeavors in their academic life. But I can always remember that Kennedy had, because of her bad experience at the previous school, came to Trident with very low self-esteem. No matter what we did at home to try to uplift her or try to make her feel better, she just still would slunk. But here at Trident, not only do you get the academics, but you get the love, the camaraderie, self-esteem building, confidence. And we noticed as the months, not even years, months, Kennedy by Christmas was not the same child. Head held high, spoke with authority, felt very comfortable in her surroundings. Everybody knew who she was. She wasn't a number. She was a personal name. Not only did they take the time to learn Kennedy, they got to take the time to learn about her family also. I remember walking down the hall, and I know I have never met this particular teacher, but she knew that I was Sonja McTeer and that I was Kennedy's mother, and that was so refreshing. Also, going back to confidence building, I remember in her second grade year, the teacher asked them what do they want to be when they grow up. And Kennedy wrote down that she wanted to be the President of the United States. Well, most teachers, with my mom being a former teacher, they will always say, oh, that's nice, or very good, and that's as far as it goes. I remember coming to a conference and the teacher told me, we're building a new president. We're molding a new president. I was wondering, what does she mean by that? She said, she showed me the paper, and I saw that Kennedy wanted to be the President of the United States, and I was like, okay, wow. But the teacher's attitude about it was very gung-ho. I was like, that's refreshing. And she made Kennedy feel like she could do this. So she told me in the conference, she said, I sure hope I'm living to see this, because I really think Kennedy could really pull this off. She has the personality, the tenacity, and the brains that she could really pull this off. So I said, okay, thank you, ma'am. And I left. Maybe 2 years later, I was at an outreach meeting that they held here at Trident, where they try to inform the parents about different things that's going on that deals with the subject matter of your child's disability. and the lady who was one of the teachers who was conducting the meeting said, I'm still waiting on Kennedy to become president of the United States. I'm hoping I'm going to say that. So I was thinking that we're 2 years later and we're still remembering that Kennedy wants to be the president. And this is prior to Barack Obama. So you can just imagine how I felt. When I heard the teacher remember that Kennedy wanted to be the president of the United States, it took me back a little bit. But then I realized that if she has the confidence and the tenacity and the encouragement, and that's displayed to Kennedy, and Kennedy herself will feel, hey, I can do this. I can believe in myself. I can really handle this. And that's what Trident offers, not just to my child, but to each child that comes to this school. It's amazing. It's amazing. The best thing that ever happened to the McTeer and McGinnis family has been Trident Academy. We will forever be blessed and forever be grateful for the fact that this opportunity was given to